So I have a new offering. I'm Janet Trevino out of San Antonio, Texas, and I'm offering ReMothering sessions. This is kind of new and it's been on my heart. It's been coming up in my life and in my sessions with clients. So I thought I'd just open it up to the rest of you in case this reaches you. So what is it? Okay, what could this be? As I see clients, I've been seeing clients for 5 years now, I've noticed there's a certain trend. There are certain clients that come that are embodying a certain age in the sessions with me. And they could be from like newborn to maybe 9 or 10 years old. And each, depending on the age that they come to me, embodying, they have specific needs. And so there's a group of, and remothering can look differently depending on what age you show up in. There's this deep need, a deep loss that a lot of people have experienced where there wasn't a strong, nurturing mother as a part of their growing up years. It created an attachment disorder or attachment crisis or attachment trauma. And so not having that mother bond has repercussions throughout the rest of our lives. There's this sense of just, not knowing if someone's going to be there, this longing for a connection, and almost can feel like neurotic, like I need to have somebody with me. And if that person, for whatever reason, chooses to leave, it can destroy us. Or there are those of us who have pushed everyone away and will let people come in periodically, but it's just too painful to allow someone to stay close, because it requires feeling things that we don't often want to feel. So, and then between those two extremes, there's like so much in between. So I've had sessions with clients who have, for example, requested that I put on a scent of their parent, and it can help them process and work through that connection and bring them closer to a parent that wasn't there in the way that they needed. I've held people close to my chest. I've held them, like hold them here, and held them really tightly and allowed them to feel that nourishment and that safety that can be there in my arms, I guess. But it could be anyone's arms, but in this case, it's a person who embodies femininity and womanhood. I've just had beautiful experiences with people weeping, able to just surrender and receive that. And the really interesting thing with this versus like if you're choosing to do any remothering with therapy is that a therapist at some point could like end the session, could you say, our work is done. And I've seen clients come to me and saying like, my therapist has ended treatment with me because that's as far as they can go. This in particular can happen with borderline personality disorders, maybe narcissists. People have narcissist personality disorders. I don't know if anybody with NPD would come and see me, but people that have narcissism could find a big benefit in letting themselves feel in a really safe and brave place. And those with borderline personality, deeply painful. And the really great thing with coming to someone like myself or with a cuddler is that I have no reason to push you out. Like I have no reason to be like, let's end our time. Like all our work has gotten to a place where, I can only go so far. It has a lot of possibilities where we can continue just creating like a maintenance, creating an attachment, allowing you to experience, for a long period of your life until you're ready to let go, until you're ready to move away. I have my, I brought this one, Tundra, I think that's her name. So I'll hold her. And so it's just this like, if you can imagine allowing somebody to hold you. Now you may wonder, like, what qualifications do you have? Well, I can say that as a child, I used to sleepwalk, and my I guess they would tell me my intention, what I would end up doing sleepwalking, was to go look for my mom. I wanted to be near her. I didn't have enough of her. It was really painful as a child to want that loving and that care, and it wasn't completely there. Luckily, I have a good relationship with her now, but it's different. There's still that child in me that wants to be held. And recently with a client, my client asked me, could I hold you in this kind of mothering way? And because they wanted to play mom, they wanted to play mother. And I said, okay, yes, I agreed to it. And I remember just crying myself, like I had these tears, because it really does feel nice. It was healing for me too. I also am a mother of 4 beautiful children, and they are two of them are teenagers, and they still like ask me, Mom, hold me, will you give me a hug, like multiple hugs before they have to leave. It's beautiful. It often makes me wonder and think that if this is what normal childhood, normal adolescence is like, that you would ask your parent for hugs on a regular basis. I'm guessing that is not what most people that reach adolescence receives. So a lot of us are lacking that nurture and affection. And I remember when my babies, my big babies were little babies, and nursing them, and how that was probably my favorite time with them, was to hold them in my arms and feed them. And my body could nourish them in not just the physical ways, but emotionally and mentally, and all, like just turn everything off and allow them just to be with me. So if any of this sounds interesting, or if you're curious, my request, I'll put it somewhere below so you can fill out the request form and explore more of this with me. I'm going to be changing my request form to reflect that I'm adding this service, and we can talk more about it. Okay. Bless you all. I hope you're staying warm, those of you who are still cold, and for us in Texas, we're waking up to warm weather. So yes, enjoy your ending of your winter. All right, take care.